Hello, my name is Marcy. I'm here to talk to you about whether students should do community service if they are not working a job while in high school. 10 years ago, I graduated and I noticed that a mass majority of the students had a job or they were doing community service. We also had career days where other professions would come into the school, such as police officers and firefighters, and talk to us about their careers. Now, we were given the option for extra credit to shadow these people and find out if it was something that we were still interested in doing, such as nursing and doctors and etc. like that. Now, most of us did follow through with this because it was good on our college applications, which I did, and I also received double extra credit because I did go, and I also wrote a report whether or not I would do this position after I had shadowed them. Not only did I shadow them, but I actually did work, doing the work, taught the work for a day, and it made me decide whether I was not going to follow through. Now, because it was not mandatory, clearly extra credit was given. Now, some schools do mandate for that to do community service in order to graduate. Now, I believe that volunteering should be a mandated process in order to graduate. And the reason why I feel this way is because it has many advantages for your future, and it also helps your teachers prepare you for the work field, and it also helps prepare those who are unaware of all the positions out there on what career path they would like to follow. So according to Bright Hub Education, some advantages include teens having a lot of energy. They're able to do work. There's group projects, gives opportunities to create ideas, help building leadership skills, and it also helps create connections for use later on in your professional career. So also another advantage that I noticed is that there are ways to see positions that were never noticed that ever existed, which I also read this in the Independent. So another thing, in the Washington Post, there's an article about a teacher who actually shadowed her students for a day, and she had found out that their work was not effective because all they were doing was sitting and listening, told to be quiet and all that. Well, in order for a student to be effective, they need to be able to be physical, be able to move and do the job and learn something from it. So, with being able to volunteer and doing the physical part of the job, you're actually putting out there the experience. You're gaining those skills that they're wanting you to learn because they do give you group projects in school, but it is not enough to say that you were out in the field working on such and such thing. And this helps teachers learn what your weaknesses are so they can help you build better. So if a student doesn't know all these careers that are out there, the best way to do it is volunteering work. They could go and find their passion by going to a veterinarian office or working in a hospital, finding out that they like helping people. So jobs are everywhere, but not everybody knows about them. You have your basics, your nurse, everybody knows that. Your doctor, your police officers, your firefighters, everything like that. How do you expect to learn all these positions without being able to be out there in the field and working towards it? So you have accountants that nobody even thinks that even exist. You have Engineers, what do engineers do? They build things, but how do they build things? They want you to be able to volunteer and engage within these things, showing students what they are going to be working for and doing in these fields, what it's like on a day-to-day basis. Volunteering gives you these skills, it teaches you these things, and whether or not you are able to commit to that career field. Now, I know you're going to say, oh, what about all these disadvantages? Like, let's say sports. Sports, yes, sports. Everybody does sports. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people do. You have these sports. It doesn't mean that you can't volunteer. You got students volunteering all the time that are in sports. They take their whole team and go as a team and volunteer to do things like my school, they do pack the school bus, which is to help the community. Now you have, oh, what about exams and stuff? Well, sports don't stop for exams. Why should volunteering be stopped for exams? Now, I understand exams are important, but you don't make your son or daughter stop playing their sports to do their exams. Why should it be any different? Now, you also might be saying, well, what if they already work? Well, I agree. If you're working, you're already gaining those experiences out there. That you can change positions, you can change jobs, you can learn different things by being in a work field. So, as far as work, that's how it goes. Now, because volunteering has many advantages for a student's future, it allows teachers to help prepare for their work field. And not only that, but it also helps them choose the field that they're going to go into by being able to get a feel for what they're working with. So volunteering should be mandated as a high school graduation process. Now, if a college student is mandated for an intern or an externship, why shouldn't high school students prepare themselves with volunteering or having a job?